wherever you are.
Yes.
All the way down, go all the way back. Bend your knees, roll, take 3 rolls.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
My name is April Scandariato, and we're at April's Dance and Feet at 9411 Avenue L, Brooklyn, New York. You're going to pick it up and hop and kick on it, okay? 5, 6 from the toe and a wing, and toe and a wing, and toe and a wing, and keep going. My business is 16 years old. I worked for a woman called Miss Natalie. She had a studio called Miss Natalie School of Dance right here in Canarsie for 33 years, and she decided it was time to retire, and I bought the studio from her with about 40, 50 kids, and the first year I opened it, I increased it to about 140. We have approximately 850 students this year. They age range from 2 to adults. Some of them come as far as Queens and all the way into Long Island, Manhattan, because of the quality of our instructors and the level of caring that we give, and as well as our pricing. We offer ballet, tap, jazz, gymnastics, hip hop, Caribbean dance. I always advise tap and ballet for the 2-year-olds on up because the ballet is the structure of all dance. But what we do is we offer the children's classes, the preschool, in a combination, half an hour tap, half an hour ballet. Once they reach the age of, I'd say 7, 8, they can go into hours. Then we do the hour ballet, the hour tap. The mission of our studio is to produce talented young artists in the community that will continue teaching other students throughout the years because you have to keep the cycle going in the arts.
5, 6, ready, open. You're gonna roll, 2, 3, 4, and punch, 6, 7, 8. My name is Nicole Brook. I've been teaching for 15 years. I teach jazz, tap, ballet, hip hop, Caribbean. And basically what I do is I work with all the children and I teach them #1 thing is confidence and how to be self-created as I was as a child. Feet together, hands on your hips. You ready to try with the music? Ready and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Keep your feet bended and I think that it's really important for them at a young age to exercise, and it's amazing that you could teach them and they really don't think they're exercising, they're really enjoying what they're doing. Dance could teach them anything from math to playing out a culture. It's a wonderful experience because me as a child, I learned everything through dance. In school, whatever it is, if they don't know how to tell time, we'll dance it out. There's a lot of children, they do have learning disorders, and I feel that I could bring out the best in a child. So it doesn't matter if they feel they can't do it. My job is to motivate them because I feel a lot of teachers need to do that to their children so they could grasp on and learn.
1, 2, 3, stop. You're still looking at the floor. Let's try it again from the slap double heel. 5.
You want to be a clean teacher. You want your routines to look good. You want them to come out knowing the names of the steps. But if they're not having a good time, they're not going to want to come to class. Dance teaches a variety of things. One, being discipline, how to interact socially with other students. I have a lot of students that have come in and their parents say she's very shy, she doesn't have any friends, and they leave a whole total different person.
Drama. I got drama over here. 1, 2, 3, tap.
I started teaching at the age of 15. I was very young. I started dancing at the age of 5. I went to the same Brooklyn Dancing School my whole life, and I worked there from the age of 15 to about the year before I went to work for Miss Natalie. I did a lot of shows in the city with a young lady called Tracy Mann. And we did a lot of tap performances at Town Hall. I also did the Village Gate quite often. And we did a lot of tap functions. I was invited to do a show at Lincoln Center. It was a tribute to Milt Hinton and Honey Coles. And Gregory Hines was supposed to come to the show and he wasn't able to make it. And I remember I was standing backstage and here comes Gregory Hines right up to me, put his arm around my shoulder, put his hand out, said, "Hi, I'm Gregory, nice to meet you." We ended up doing the finale, and I was right in back of him. I had my hands on his hips, and I'll never forget that moment. It was magical. In August of '08, we had a fire that devastated our East 92nd Street location. We lost everything. We had been in that building for 14 years. I was in escrow buying the building. I remember calling the accountant that Friday morning, and Friday night I received a frantic phone call from my manager, Roxanne, and she says the building was up in flames. I was in Pennsylvania. I got in my car. I don't know how I made it, but I made it here. The fire was put out. It was wide open. I went in there that night and I, got some CDs out and some pictures and some DVDs. And lucky for me, that stuff wasn't charred. At that point, I really felt like giving up. I mean, I had been doing this so long, and to see everything melted to the walls, everything was gone. The community rallied and helped us, and I was lucky enough to find this location and start over. This is our 16th year for recitals. My favorite thing about teaching dance is the end results, the choreography. When the children get on the stage for the recital in their costumes with their smiles on their face, and you work 10 months on a routine and they get up there and they put their heart into it, that is my favorite. Our recital last year was Thriller. We did 65 kids in hair and makeup, full zombie makeup, tombstones, everything you can think of. We had a boy in company who actually danced Michael Jackson's part. I decided to do Thriller because it had just been Thriller's 25th anniversary, and I thought it tied in well. We put Michael Jackson's face on the ticket, the backstage pass, the program. Unfortunately, Michael Jackson passed about 3 or 4 days before our actual recital. It turned into a tribute recital. It was unbelievable, and it was very sad. It meant a lot that we were honoring this man in his death, as well as, doing our 15th anniversary.
My daughter's name is Ashante Fortune, and she's been dancing for the past 8 years here at April's Dancing Feet. Dance is a form of expression for her, and also she gets a lot of discipline, and they learn to work together.
And good.
The studio is very important in the community. It's important, number one, because it keeps the children off the street. It's also important because I have a lot of parents who either lost their jobs or they just don't have enough money to send their children to dance schools. And I keep my prices very, very reasonable. We have some kids on scholarship. We pretty much try to give back by giving to kids that are underprivileged. I never want a kid to drop out because of money. We have an assistant program. They help out the main teachers. We give them some kind of a class swap that also helps their parents with their bills.
I study tap, ballet, Caribbean, hip-hop, and pre-point. I've been studying dance for 9 years.
Along with learning different dance moves, I learned discipline and how to behave.
I want to become a professional dancer.
In dance, I learned how to be myself and different dance moves.